The other day, I found an old iPod from when I was small, and when I turned it on, it said, connect to iTunes for recovery. So, I did that, and when I did that, it resetted the whole iPod. Now, since this iPod was from when I was small, there are many things, such as playlists, songs, videos, and even games on it. So, the fact that it got resetted devastated me a lot. And this incident got me thinking, how much do we rely on technologies to keep our memories? This incident isn't the first time that technology has led me to lose memories. My original channel on YouTube, all the way back from 2017, is forever gone, and all the videos on it are most likely gone. The first video on this channel, the Arm29 channel, is forever deleted. Incidents like those make me rethink the idea that technology can forever store our memories, and has made me very paranoid about data. Nowadays, I hoard data a lot, and most of my hard drive is taken up by just random streams that I have recorded but never even used. And it's not just streams that I archive, I also archive things like photos, videos on the channel, random files from old computers. I archive anything that I could even think of. And even though this has been the case for a while, the iPod incident, which happened a few days ago, happened, meaning that I lost this footage even though at the time I was very paranoid about data loss. Like I said, the idea that one press can delete your whole hard drive and all these memories scare me a lot. Some of the greatest joys I ever get is looking back on old footage from my childhood and just watching it, seeing how fun it is, even though it may even be from just a day ago. I mean, one of the main reasons why I stream so often and I've uploaded IRL videos to this channel is because I like recording my day-to-day life so I could look back on it. So the fact that just one click on my old iPod could replace all of this and get rid of it scares me a lot and even sometimes keeps me up at night. But then I realized, why am I getting scared over this old footage that I cannot relive ever again? I mean, I'm just looking back at this footage. It's not like I'm gonna be there again. And yeah, that's the thing. That we're just looking back at this footage, and getting paranoid over this being gone is just not a good thing to do. So if you're in this situation, in my opinion, just archive the footage. If you have footage on an old hard drive or an old system, just archive it to your new system so it doesn't go away and you can keep it for longer. And not only that, create new memories. I mean, we live in an age where we literally have a camera in our pockets, meaning that we can document literally anything that we want to. So next time you're out somewhere that you never are, or just doing something normal like taking out the groceries, you should just take a simple photo or even record a video, just so you can look back on the great things that you've done. I'll see you guys next week. This morning, I was watching an episode of Good Mythical Morning where they were talking about the Mandela Effect. Now, I've been looking at the Mandela Effect for a long time, so a lot of these I already knew the answer to, including the one about the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Oh, Fruit of the Loom? One of them, okay. One of them there's a plate, one of them there's a cornucopia? All right.
Now, first of all, if you don't know what the Mandela Effect is, it's basically where people misremember stuff. There's a whole lore behind it, but I'm not going to explain it because it's basically just, a lie. And the Mandela Effect with the Fruit of the Loom logo is basically that people misremember it as having a cornucopia in the back. Now, when the Fruit of the Loom logo came up, I already knew the answer, because I've seen this a million times, and I personally at first thought there was a cornucopia. And because of that, I didn't think much of this, until the cast started saying how weird it was.
What is it?
You want
it coming out
so
of that cornucopia.
crazy?
Again,
That's what
I
I'm
just went with
saying.
instinct. It's like, there's no way it was just a plate of fruit. There's no way it was just fruit.
Yeah, but you would remember the cornucopia.
There was a guy dressed as a cornucopia
No,
in
I'm
the
telling
commercial.
you,
No,
I
and everybody
strongly
came out of him.
believed
No.
about the cornucopia. We've made up the cornucopia. How do you make up a cornucopia?
I don't know.
That's the power of Thanksgiving,
Actually, I think it's if you eat a lot of corn.
That must be it. Okay, here.
What even is a
this? Is diving
cornucopia?
right into all of our
Really?
expertise.
Anyone ever seen one in action, like in real life?
This Mandela Effect itself is very weird. Other Mandela Effects, simple ones like the Kit Kat logo or the We Are the Champions song, is very simply able to be explained. But this one? made absolutely no sense. If you look at the history of the logo, there is no trace of a cornucopia anywhere, not even anything remotely close to it. And this makes absolutely no sense personally for myself, because I have no idea what a cornucopia even is. Like, what is that? I mean, I personally was not indulged inside of big American cultures like this, so I had no idea what this was. So the fact that I thought that the cornucopia was there makes it even more bizarre, since I don't even know what a cornucopia is. It's not just me who thinks it. I showed this to my uncle, and he thought the exact same thing. This is a universally thought thing, that there's a cornucopia in the logo. But there simply wasn't. There was no cornucopia. There never was a cornucopia. So where did this come from? As I stated before, I have no idea what a cornucopia is to this day. So how is it that this random object that I've never even seen in real life has been objected and put into a logo that I barely even see to my day-to-day life? And I am aware that some media depicts the Fruit of the Loom logo with a cornucopia, but all the examples I have seen so far, I have never even seen, unlike other Mandela effects, which are just simple mistakes, simple ways of our brains outlining stuff, or just simple stereotypes that we think are true. This has no sense, and I don't know why all of us still believe this. It makes absolutely no sense. The cornucopia comes into my mind every once in a while, and it still confuses me so much. And the word itself, when was the last time you used the word cornucopia? I'm betting for either explain this Mandela effect or for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, because that's what apparently cornucopias are used for when I looked it up. How's an object barely seen once a year and depicted by a word that anyone barely uses inserted into such a famous logo that at the same time is barely seen? Especially for someone like me who has never even heard of a cornucopia. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist. I mean, I don't believe in the whole Mandela effect that we're in parallel universes. But if someone tried to convince me this and gave this as evidence, that would be pretty good evidence, honestly. All the other cases of Mandela effects are easily able to be explained, but this specific one was definitely the one that would explain how we are in parallel universes, or whatever they say. So if you ever want to mess with someone and try to convince them we're living in parallel universes, just tell them this. And yeah, they'll probably believe you, I don't know. Anyway, we're almost getting to 8-minute marks, so I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye!
So this is where you do want to be. Not only a low level, but the lowest level you've got. And you want to put as many walls between you and the storm as possible. And then you stay here until it's safe. Because this room could be the one thing that saves your life.